Hi friends, trying this again. I'm not sure why my camera is not showing that it's on. We're here to do some reading sprints tonight. I have some books that I'm going to be trying to read. Hoping to be on here for about an hour. The goal is to read from 11 to midnight tonight. And I'm hoping my goal is to read maybe about 50 pages in one of these books. So my current reads, I have 3 books here that I'm hoping to finish in the next day or two. I always start off with some almost impossible goals. So I'm reading White Teeth by Zadie Smith. I'm reading that for my book club. We meet to discuss on Sunday. So the last day of the month, we're going to be finishing. On the last day of the month, we're supposed to have finished the book so we can discuss White Teeth by Zadie Smith. I read this book maybe when it was first published. So this is a reread for me, even though my first reading was about going on 20 years now. So I don't remember much about the book. General theme, general idea, but I don't remember anything of the book, so I definitely have to read it. It's not one of those deals where you say, okay, I was going to kind of review it for the book club discussion. No, I need to reread the book. And I haven't started. So I need to finish that this week. I'm also reading The Dictionary People by Sarah Ogilvy. This is a book that I'm reading for the BookTube Prize. I'm one of the judges for the octafinals round. So I'm reading nonfiction this round. And so if you're not familiar with the BookTube Prize, we have 6 books each round to read and judge. And our top 3 books are the books that we're suggesting move forward to the next round. So I have 6 huge nonfiction books to read. One of the requirements of the judging process is that you don't talk about the books while the round is still going on. So I can't discuss the books with you. I can only tell you that I'm reading the books. I could tell you titles and so on. I apologize for my camera not being on. I have no idea why my camera is not on. I think I might just switch to my phone. So I'm reading The Dictionary People, and so this one is about the people who worked to get the Oxford English Dictionary published. Oxford English Dictionary, the way we know it, had an editor and several people on a team who worked, but it also relied on lots of contributors from the public. So this book explores a little bit of that, that database, the people who contributed to the original English dictionary. So that's my second book that I am hoping to make some progress on, whether tonight or in the next reading sprint. And then I also have The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. I have been holding up this book and reading this book for about 2 weeks now. And it's a good book. I just haven't had the time, which is why we are here tonight. So reading sprints. 11:07. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. And we'll come back here at 11:18 and see how much we've read, maybe take a short break. I have a cup of hot cocoa and a little chocolate egg. It's my snack. I would love to hear from you if you're reading with me, what you're reading. You could put that in the chat. And so at 11:18, we will come back. It's about 10 minutes from now. And just take a little 60-second breather. So let's read. Okay, so we're at the 11:18 mark. So we're just gonna take, 60 seconds. Take a little breather if you need to change your book, if you need to get a little snack. So if you were reading from 11 o'clock, and then you got 18 minutes of reading done, if like me, you didn't start reading until about 6 minutes ago, pardon me, then maybe you got a couple of pages in. But would love to hear from you in the chat if you are reading with me. If you're reading tonight, what are you reading? What are you reading? So I picked up the Dictionary People because as much as I put myself on other deadlines, this is a real deadline for me. I need to submit my ballots for the BookTube prize by, excuse me, by 5 o'clock on March 30th, which I think is Saturday. Saturday at 5 p.m. the ballots are due. So I still have a lot of reading to do, and I would like to finish my reading at least a day or so before the ballots are due, so I could have a little time to just think about how to select the books, how to rank, not select, how to rank the books. It is a challenge for me every time, every round. Generally, there are some books that are clearly at the top or at the bottom, but quite often there are some books kind of in the middle. You know, you like them, but do you like them more than you like other things that you have read in that round? So I generally like to take a little time just to make sure that I am settled on how I'm ranking my books. So the ballots are due on Saturday at 5 p.m. I would like to finish reading by Thursday. That's a goal. So I'm going to try to finish this book by tomorrow. So 11:20. Hope you got a little snack, a little drink, a little something. Maybe it's late. Maybe it's too late for you to be drinking anything. It's not too late for me. I don't know when I go to sleep. I don't go to sleep very early these days. So thank you to all of you who are on. Thank you for joining. I hope that you have a book that you want to read with us. So we're going to take another sprint. It's 11:21, and maybe this time we do 14 minutes. So we'll come back here at 11:35. So on your mark, get set, read. So see you at 11:35. Okay, so we're at the end of our second sprint. It's 11:35. I have gotten about 20 pages read so far. I've spent some time doing other things. So I picked up my reading journal, which I'm really trying this year to maintain. And so far it's going well. I'm pretty pleased that at the end of, well, not quite the end, but towards the end of the third month, I have been logging. I have been logging things. I have lots of spaces, but at least I have some text. I have some things that I've been writing in my journal. So since I can't discuss the book with you because I'm reading it to judge a booktube prize, I'm just having to write down my thoughts. And um, what I will say about this book is that it says it on the front, the unsung heroes who created the Oxford English Dictionary. There are other books that kind of explore um, a little bit of the idea, the backstory of the people behind the Oxford English Dictionary. And I read a book. I read a book from the publishers last year that was a novel. It is Pip Williams. Pip Williams. Yeah. I read a book I read a novelized account of some of the people who contributed to the OED. And so it's interesting reading this, which is nonfiction. And of course, there are comparisons in my mind, but I can't talk about them yet. I will talk about them when the round wraps up. So expect my video comparing the BookTube prize books maybe Sunday or Monday, sometime at the end of this month or beginning of April. I don't think it will be Sunday. I don't think so. I usually don't post my video discussion about the books until after Robert, who is the BookTube Prize organizer. He makes a video at the end of the round where he shares how the round wrapped up and the assignments for the next round. So whenever that post is scheduled, I usually schedule my video to go live a little after that. So maybe I think that might be on Monday morning. So sometime on Monday, you'll probably get my video where I discuss the books. So can't talk about that book until then. Um, so I want to know from you, if you're reading tonight, how your reading is going. I think we'll start our second sprint at about 11:40, so like a 2-minute break or so. And then we'll read for about 20 minutes. So we could do 11:40 to say 11:58, 11:59, and then we'll come back here. And right before midnight, we will drink some water. Cheers to midnight. So, yeah. So I'm gonna keep reading this. It's really immersive. I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm gonna keep reading this. I could break and read something else, but all of these books are very text heavy. They're all very similar in that, like, I'm not reading a magazine or a graphic novel or anything else that's going to kind of break up the kind of reading, which was by choice because, like I said, like I titled this reading sprint, these are reading sprints to finish up March books. So I'm not just going to grab random books from my towering book piles just so that I can read something, especially if those don't count towards any of the challenges that I'm currently working on. These are books that I need to finish. Um, like I told you, I need to finish this for the BookTube Prize. I need to finish White Teeth by Zadie Smith for the book club, which we have our discussion on Sunday. The Warm Hands of Ghosts, I don't have to finish, so I'm actually putting this at the bottom of my priority list. I would like to finish it very soon because I've been reading it for several days, a couple of weeks, I think. I've been walking around with this book. So I just want to finish it just so that I can not be walking around with that book anymore. I like to take bookish pictures when I go out, I like to take a little picture of I have a book with me in the car, I'm walking somewhere, whatever. I feel like I've been taking the same picture every time. So I just need a different book to walk around with. So it is 11:40. I'm gonna set a timer for 18 minutes. 18 minutes is our next timer. So we're gonna read um, from now. We're going to read from now until about 11:58. All right. So I hope you are comfortable. I hope that you have something that you are reading that is immersive. And let's chat at 11:58. Okay. Ready, set, read. All right. It's 11:59. So it's 11:59 and we read for almost an hour. So thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Carolyn. Carolyn Life. Carolyn Life says it's her first time on one of my sprints. Carolyn, we haven't done this um, before. That's not quite accurate. We haven't done a reading sprint here on the channel in a long time. But I am so behind on my reading targets, my reading challenges, my reading goals for the year. So I'm hoping to do this every night this week. I'm hoping to have reading sprints every night except Friday night. So I'm hoping to be here again, same time tomorrow, 11 to midnight, 11 p.m. Eastern to midnight tomorrow. Um, Hoping to do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday night. So I hope you'll join me again tomorrow night, same time, same place. And I am not sure if you could see my camera tonight, but if you can't, I'll try to figure it out so we could do this maybe a little better tomorrow. If you have suggestions of what I could do, of what you would like me to do different, or if you enjoyed this, just this kind of calm atmosphere, um, I hope it worked. I hope it helped. It certainly helped me. I got to page 50 in my book, and I tell you, if I was not doing this, I probably would have been sleeping or playing a game on my phone. or, excuse me, or watching a YouTube video or TikTok. Who knows? But I probably wouldn't be reading. So thank you so much for being here and for keeping me reading. So, Carolyn, thank you so much for your comment. Carolyn says, very relaxing. Thank you. I like doing things with other people. It makes it easier to read. Yeah, I absolutely agree. So this was fun, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. And share what you're reading if you can. Um, you can always comment on this video later. So if you want to come back another time and have this going on in the background while you read, would love to hear about that as well. So otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock for another live reading sprint. I am hoping to have a video up on the channel during the day, so you'll hear a little bit more from me during the day. But otherwise, I'll see you at 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Thank you so much for being here, and have a wonderful night and a beautiful day tomorrow. Okay, good night. See you tomorrow.